So folks, here we have it, second video. This time we're going to be doing the front brakes of my K5 GSXR 1000, which is going to be a bit more involved. However, the process is the same as the rear. Nice and slowly. What you don't want to do is make a mess of it. The first thing we'll do is minimize damage. Okay. I've seen some videos of this bike on my other channel. Feel free to have a look. Okay. Yeah, it's 2005. It's done about 2,000 kilometers. I know, it hasn't done very many. Yes, I know. Okay, so what we need to do first is access the reservoir cap. Have a look down here. Have a squeeze. Careful of your padlocks. Okay, so you've got your grease nipple, which is there, just on top. So if you can see that from that shot. Just bring it down here, sorry about the wobbles. So, grease nipple, check, it's a bit dark but there it is there. Just take the cap off carefully. There we go. Okay, and it's not held in, it's just a cap. Interesting, okay. I've had this bike in storage for a couple of years. That's why I'm doing the brakes, because they haven't been done for a while. Yeah, you might notice some padding around the forks. It's just a bit of an idea I had to protect your forks from corrosion. Excess moisture. Just some foam with a couple of tags on it. Keeps it all nice and tight. Okay, so grease nipple pretty accessible there. Okay, lines coming down. Obviously you've got two lines to do here. So I would suggest doing the single one first, followed by the double one. When I say double, piggyback, so if you do this one first and this one, the other one second, then you're most likely going to get cross-contamination, possibly. Really thought about that too much, but I think by memory you do the single line first and then you do your double. Okay, let's get underway. Okay, so I've managed to just remove the screw safety clip from around the reservoir. Yeah, so you want to make sure you got a good seal there on your nipple so it doesn't leak out. Go over your caliper and your wheel, etc. Down into your bottle. Ideally that needs to be in the needs to be submerged, but it doesn't really matter too much as long as you can see through your line. You can see there's no air bubbles going up there, but we'll see how we go once it's been pushed through. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll crack the nut, start pumping some old gear through the system, and see how we go with her coming through. Again, same as my other videos, I'm using a Motul. It's about 20 bucks a bottle. It's pretty good gear. It's not cheap stuff. It's not crazy expensive stuff, just for road bike use, no drama. Do the job really well. So let's crack our nipple anti-clockwise. Just want to move slightly. Again, have a few important things at hand. Nice clean rag, bit of CRC, some old rags to put over the calipers. Just in case we get a bit of seepage coming through. Just to minimise any damage. Okay, so I'm happy that's got enough break in it. Just spin it around. Okay, we'll take the lid off the reservoir and start depressing the brake lever. See what happens. So you can see it's starting to come out there, so it's just a matter of, so I'll probably do this to the reservoir 2 or 3 times. You might see some air bubbles coming through. Sometimes that can be as a result of the hose. Pouring it in very carefully. As I said before, don't wrench the lever in and out a million miles an hour. Won't do anything. Just do it nice and slowly. So pull it in, release. Pull it in, release. Just need time for the brake piston to return to its position so you can get maximum push of the fluid. And she's coming out quite well now. May have been a bit of air in this line. So just keep repeating the process. So I'm on my 4th bottle now. Pretty happy with how that's going. Yeah, so while you're depressing this, just make sure you don't suck any air down. I've got the fluid over the top of the outlet of my hose in the reservoir now, in the bottle here, so we're not sucking any air up. In between the actual fluid reservoir top-ups, I'll just give it a turn with my hand while I go up, otherwise you could tend to suck some air up. I'm on about my 5th bottle now, so I'm pretty happy I've flushed this through really well. So what I'm going to do now is a final push through. Making sure no bubbles at all are coming out. The final part. So I'll tighten up and the lever's out. Pretty happy with that. Nice and tight, not too tight. Carefully remove your hose. Be mindful of the fact that you're going to have some brake fluid in it. Try not to flick it anywhere. Leave that over there for the minute. Okay, we're going to have a bit of spillage here, so again, get some CRC or some WD and give it all a nice little wipe over. Make sure you get to the back of it. Pretty happy with that. Okay, double check our grease nipples on well. That's pretty good. Put our dust cap back on. Okay, make sure it's on properly. Nice. Okay. I won't spin the wheel because I've got a padlock on it. However, just make sure it's adequate. Fluid in the reservoir. Feels pretty good. Okay, let's hit the other side now. So just quickly, you can see it's got the reservoir off there. I haven't done anything fancy to it. Just protected it in case I get a little bit of a drip heading down. So just a blanket over, a bit of a towel blanket over there. Okay, let's make a start on the second caliper now. Again, we'll use our same pot. Lovely. Watch out for, see a bit of brake fluid in there. It's not going to go down awfully easily because I'll try and just give that a bit of a wipe off inside there. It makes it stick a bit easier into the nipple if it's a little bit drier. Okay, so let's get him undone anti-clockwise. Just got to get a bit of a brief crack in. She's good. Okay, this side will be a bit easier as I can see, and she starts flowing down into the bottle there. Pretty good. Punch out a couple of air bubbles. And again, just take your time, slowly releasing and pushing the lever. See it going into the reservoir, quite into the bottle here quite well. Not much air coming out of here. Now I did the left side first, and some people probably go, oh, you should have done the right first and the left second, but I've done it this way before in the past and I haven't really had any issues. So what actually happens is the fluid comes down here, populates the left side and the caliper here. So we've done our left side first, so it's actually squirted up all through here. Okay, and now that it's locked, the left side's locked, it's going to be coming down here. It shouldn't be going up here at all, and it should be going straight into our caliper and straight out again without any cross contamination. And you can just play with the exit there. If it feels like the nozzle's getting a bit tight, you can just turn it a little bit by hand. So that's the whole bottle gone for the rear, front left, and I've just started on the front right. Okay, So what's that, 500 ml, half a litre. So make sure you've got a litre if you want to do this job thoroughly. I'll just grab my other bottle. You can do this really carefully and slowly. You shouldn't actually have any spillages anywhere. I've seen some people bleed their brakes and just crap goes everywhere. Completely unnecessary. And as we know, brake fluid kills paint. Kills your metals, your aluminiums, your alloys. So that's running through there quite well. So I'm just pulling the lever all the way in, holding it momentarily and releasing it. And I think I'll probably put three reservoirs through this system, through this right hand side system, just to make sure she's thoroughly flushed out. Hey look, it's 20 bucks a bottle. I know it's probably overkill, but better be safe than sorry. Brakes are pretty important, I find. We go on here. And if you undo this too much, it's going to start leaking brake fluid, so that's a good reason why you shouldn't hurry it too much. Oh, here we go. There's a bit of air. See the air bubbles? That's purely because I undid the nut too much. It's now sucked some air through, so I'll push that air down. A few fast presses will get rid of that. So you've got to find the happy medium where it's not going to be releasing any air or sucking in any air. Cool, okay, just drain that with some improved draining tools. Give the edges a bit of a wipe. Careful not to contaminate anything inside. Sorry about the wiggling. Okay, let's put the cap back on. And you can see, I don't know if you folks can see let's get some light on the upper and lower level there. So it's right on the upper, perfect. Okay, take our rag off. So there you have it. Feels pretty good. Yeah, it's nice and tight. So I'll take the padlock off and have a test. Yeah, it feels good. Okay, so folks, yeah. Hey, if you got any questions or comments or something that I can do better, don't be too harsh. Drop us a line. Otherwise, it's good. And again, go for a bit of a ride, come back, have a look at your connections, your nipples, your brake system, make sure it's not leaking, keep an eye on your reservoir. Good to go. Okay folks, yep, safe riding, and see if we can get this beast out on the road again. No worries, take it easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.